Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Anna and welcome to Soul's Journey with Anna. So I have pulled here, I have shuffled and pulled the cards already from a traditional Rider-Waite deck. Upper row is the Divine Masculine and the lower row 5 cards is Divine Feminine. So I did the reading not yesterday, the day before, so we'll see if the energies are similar or it's changing something. So yeah, let's start. So Divine Masculine, they have, so what I feel, there's a lot of back and forth, not fully trusting themselves yet, and also the surge of strong sexual energy, you know, the wands, and there's a lot of Lovers card, the Two of Cups, and then also the Hanged Man. So there's a lot of back and forth, but lots of emotions in between, you know, going back and forth, going into their mind a lot, then feeling like defeated, then also going into their childlike self with the Lovers and Two of Cups. So back and forth for them a lot at the moment. It's just because they fully don't trust themselves yet. They've been so much in 3D, so now it's like that spiritual side of them is opening up. So the first card is Nine of Wands, and it's kind of like they're learning to change their negative stories, you know. There is but a strong sexual feeling, you know, they're holding on the wand, and then but there's a delays, and there's something it's taken like a long time. So, you know, whatever is your situation, if you haven't seen your masculine for a while, and he's been thinking and feeling this really strong surge of sexual energy, and wherever they are, and Nine of Wands is also kind of like in the sex, it represents that it's just not there, or even if they are getting the sex someplace else, somewhere else, it's just a physical act. It's really not satisfying them. It's they're starting to fully understand that full fulfillment and completeness they can only get with the feminine. There is something missing. It's something missing. You can clearly see look at his face. It's just kind of like it's something is missing there, and then they're going back and forth. So the Two of Cups, you know, it's the soulmate twin flame card, you know, in traditional deck, and it's the true love and the harmony they want. So they're back and forth now, thinking of this and having the sexual feeling for divine feminine. They're understanding that whole completeness of fulfillment is with their divine feminine. She has it's an energy. It's really not so much that it's an energy that fulfills them, because it's the blueprint. It's the same energy. So same blueprint. So she fills his cups, and he's thinking and feeling this union and harmony when he thinks of her, and yeah, and that's where he gets only even if he goes there with his mind, he gets that understanding that full completeness, he gets there, that satisfaction, that it's his true love. It's his true love. So this sexual energy that he's not getting there, that the sex is missing, or even if he's having a sex someplace else, it's just not what it is with the divine feminine. So one moment he's in this harmonious thoughts and feelings, and then the next moment he is in Ten of Swords, feeling lonely and kind of imprisoned, you know, by the situation, what he's experiencing now. And it could be this, the moment that maybe he can't travel, maybe, you know, there is something with the current situation, he just can't see the feminine. Also on the Kabbalah, this is the four worlds: earth, air, water, and fire. And yeah, he just feels empty without her, and he has this back and forth thoughts coming in, harmonious thoughts about the feminine, and then he feels kind of defeated and lonely and empty inside. And then again, like I said, it's back and forth for him. Then he goes back on the Lover's card. Then he goes back to strong attraction, his childlike self, vulnerable, naked. He goes this physical, this sexual surge that he's feeling now, it's so strong, and he has these passionate feelings and thoughts, and it's kind of like he's feeling that it's also it is end of all these troubles that has been separating them before. So he's here, the childlike self, and he's developing his intuition. That's why there's a lot back and forth. It's not only like the smooth shift always. That's why there's a lot back and forth at the moment for him. And let me see the beautiful card in Aleister Crowley, the Lover's card. Where is it? The Lover's card in Aleister Crowley. It's beautiful. It's the Eros in Greek, the love, and two childless. So one twin is one kid is more active, you know, one twin is more active in 3D, the other kid is more active and in the spiritual realms. So this is, so he wants to heal, he wants to feel this passionate feeling, he has desire of the soul is to reunite. It's always to reunite, and where he can express his sexual satisfaction, and that's only with his feminine. So, and that's what's happening now. He is you know, if the card is go like, so he's illuminating, he is hangman, so he is transitioning, and he's waiting to get out of this imprisonment of his mind. And this card is very much about spiritual development as well, so growing spiritually. Masculines are growing spiritually now, and they're developing their psychic abilities, which has been always there, but they spend so much time in the 3D and understanding that world and being part of that world because it's their contract. So now this is the moment, but it's kind of like, you know, you have to wait. There is some delay, but it has all purpose, because he's defeating the old ways, old belief systems, and it takes time. So that's why this having to wait, and he's learning the changing perspectives to see things differently. Whatever he's been seeing how the world runs in 3D, you know, in one way. Now he's understanding the different ways that you can see the world and create your reality in from a different perspective. So changing perspectives. Lots of back and forth for masculines, but very strong. The wands, emotional, very strong surge, sexual feeling towards the divine feminine, where he cannot get it anywhere else. It's only with divine feminine, this energy, this completeness, this fulfillment. And that is to be expected. In the last reading, it was a lot of conflict and things changing for them. So lots of back and forth at the moment. And for the feminine, let's move these a bit above. So for the feminine is the Temperance card, and so keeping the balance, how she pours the water from one bucket to another. So it's the 3D. She's balancing the 3D and the spiritual realms, because she also has spent, as masculine, spent so much time in his in the 3D world. So the feminine is balancing now the earthly plane, 3D, and the spiritual. And that is the message, to connecting with the guides, but also balancing and harmonizing and being patient. New consciousness is expanding for the feminine as well, and just balancing the 3D and spiritual realm. So that's for the feminine at the moment. King of Wands, this is kind of like the message for the feminine, to allow masculines to change their perspective, to understand more spiritual, develop their spiritual psychic abilities, because the feminine has been doing that. So now for her is like, don't be too harsh and don't be too extreme with the masculine, and don't think that you're always right. You know, everyone is right from their point of view. So allowing masculine to be cautious, not to, this one is not too much going into the masculine energy, allowing the masculine to do their things, what they need to do now, because they will want to do it their way, and the feminine is just really doing, keeping, holding the space, but allowing them. So this is just, don't go into too much extreme and demanding, like expecting something from divine masculine. So they are right from their consciousness at the moment, so from their point of view. And for the feminine, you know, like in the last reading we had, going into be active, you know, maybe some more in the masculine mind, but use it for innovation and like business or something, you know, active in that part, maybe putting energy into your mission. Balance, you know, putting energy into your mission. And for the feminine, the Pentacles, so there might be, because of the changes now what's happening, the feminines might have some losses, and the feminines are managing their life now, you know, they're thinking of the new business and managing their life. Maybe now it's a different scenario at home, that you might have the kids at home now, or more family members, so you're managing, kind of juggling this life at home now. And also maybe thinking of your maybe you have some financial difficulties, so you're thinking more practical and realistic ways, how to, you know, how to make the income now. But you're growing and learning, and there is a potential, and you can make something new, create something new. There's a good ground, you're grounded to do that. Here's a bit something I feel with the family, something, the situation now at the home, whatever is happening because of the circumstances that we are at homes now, most of us. So, and then for my feminine, the Wheel of Fortune, you know, you're learning that there is always a change. That's one of the universal laws. There is always a change. The cycles start and end. There's always cycles of everything, like for the seasons, for anything really. There are always cycles. So always you can see with the cycles there are new opportunities coming. The Sphinx is really representing that you're more spiritually advanced, that you're divine masculine. He is just gaining new perspectives. He's just illuminating now the moment and going back and forth. That represents here, you are much more spiritually advanced, that your divine masculine. but allowing him, don't go too harsh on him, allowing him to get there where you are at. So for you, working in your pentacles at the moment, doing the 3D things what masculine was doing before, and yeah, you're already much more not into the believing. You are on the next stage. You are into your knowing already, and you understanding there's always a bigger picture for everything. So you cannot, with the cycles also, you cannot you can control uncontrollable, allowing the universe to run its own ways with the cycles, which changes. And like the seasons, you cannot stop. It's always happening. It's always changing. After the winter comes spring. After the spring comes summer. So yeah, and definitely new opportunities. Definitely new opportunities for the feminines. So yeah, and let's see if we can pull something more for from the Archangel Oracle for the masculine to see. Hold the space for the masculine while they're going back and forth. They need that, they need your strength, you know. You are balancing your 3D and your spiritual, and being more in harmony. So when you hold the space for them for that, and understand that they are now learning, they are open more with their psychic abilities, with their gifts. So let's see. Divine guidance. The search for meaning in life, consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. This is exactly what's happening for the masculine, because they are learning now to see with a different perspective, that there is not only one way, this 3D way. They are encouraged to learn an alternative way and surround yourself with the wise teachers. Maybe they are learning now something online or reading because of the time that they have now. Either they're working or not. So they're searching for meaning in life, for new, to understand their journey, because everything you feel, they feel, but they haven't had that time or chance or the push to do it. So for a lot of people, this virus, this crapola thing has been so it's been so positive, and especially for the masculines, I would say, because this is such a push that they wouldn't be just stopping just like that on themselves. Let's say, you know, oh, I want to learn something about this connection now they are they have this kick, this push to do that, to search for meaning in life, consider an alternative approach, surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. So divine guidance. Eight of Gabriel, a great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communication. So in their subconscious, there is so much activity happening. Outside you may not, externally you may not feel it, but you can pick it up. But that in their subconscious, there's a lot of activity happening. And even if you don't receive it, Kalina, like in 3D, you will get a lot of communication in 5D at the moment. It's a lot of, you have to put a lot of trust now, feminines, for the connection, a lot of trust. And This one is for the feminines. You can do anything right now. Go after what you want. The ability to attract helpful people. Beautiful. She's very confident. Looks like she's very balanced and in harmony, passionate, and she is independent. So keeping that space for the masculine, but being very independent and knowing you can do anything you put your mind into. Go after what you want. So yeah, so that's not much. Well, for the masculines is really they have this knowing about the feminine in their hearts, and they're going back and forth, and they're feeling lonely, and then feeling again their feminine and their childlike self. And then what's happening in their subconscious, there are lots of the illumination and changing perspectives, and but waiting, this is the waiting moment, kind of like a delay of this of Lovers and Two of Cups. So yeah, beautiful. So thank you so much, and I'll speak to you guys soon. And if you there is a discount at the moment for the energy transformations program. So from the total price, I offer 125 off. So whoever wants to join at the moment, the offer is till Sunday, till 3rd of May. So reach out, and my email is liveyourbliss1111@gmail.com. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.